As we head into the month of November, time for an update from the City of Maple Grove. Mayor Mark Stephenson with us. Welcome again, Mayor.
Thank you.
A lot to talk about. First, development. Let's give you what's happening right now. First, we want to talk about the Doran properties. Tell us about that corner. What's open? What's coming out of the ground now?
So they've done the apartment buildings there at Hemlock and Elm Creek Boulevard. And so then they have their retail space. Then there's some stores that are open there. And then you can see the development of the 2 new hotels that they're building. A new bank is going up, and a couple other buildings are being built as well right now. So hopefully those will move forward, and we'll see them open in the spring.
Construction throughout the winter. Just down the block, construction happening in the Illume area. Tell us about the Illume building and the building behind it. What state are they in?
So the Illume building, I think, is ready to be closed up for the winter, and then they can finish the development throughout the winter and be ready to move in the spring. That's their plan. And then the neighboring building has a very similar look to it, a very similar size, and we have a lot of interest from some med tech companies, some other businesses looking to move there. So we're hopeful that can get wrapped up as well and get some new additional jobs in our city.
Another area we've talked about is up off of County 81 and the Park 81 property. No buildings there yet. What are we doing at that space?
I think they're just sort of doing the site cleanup. Obviously, the Spancrete was there for years, and they need to finish the cleanup before they can move forward. And I think that will happen then in the spring, where they'll actually start the building of the various buildings.
All right, a little more on the retail front. Let's talk about Crave, the bank, and Hy-Vee. How are those coming?
So the bank and Crave right there on downtown Maple Grove are going to be open here shortly. By the middle of November, we'll see if that happens or not. And then obviously Hy-Vee is working down at Bassett Road and 101 to try and get that project moved forward so they can work throughout the winter there as well.
All right, there's your update of what's happening now. Let's look to the future a little bit, up into the northwest area. Tell us about the discussions that have to happen right now to look at future development in that area. What's going on?
So that area essentially is north of 610, east of 94, and south of 81. It's sort of a triangle, big parcel where there's a lot of potential development in our city. And so we're getting it designed so that commercial users can go in there and build. We've already seen a lot of very high interest in there. There's a couple of users that I think are very seriously looking at building some very large and nice buildings there. So we'll see how that plays out.
All right, and also in that area and a little bit further to the east as well, we've got a few traffic concerns with development. Give us a quick overview. What's happening with some neighboring cities' traffic?
Sure. So last Monday we had a project that was sort of located off of Fernbrook and Territorial Road. That's sort of in the north middle part of the city and just south of Dayton. Obviously, Dayton has been seeing a lot of new development in its sort of southern portion, right bordering on Maple Grove, and as a result, Fernbrook has become very busy. And so we've had to look at and figure out, how do we deal with this traffic from other cities as it impacts our development going forward, and what do we do and how do we allow our residents, our landowners to develop their property efficiently and at the same time address the traffic concerns that we have.
All right, sounds like an ongoing topic. More discussion in the future with the mayor. Mayor, thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
Learn more about The Connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.